Hi, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Simple Living Suffolk. My name's Tilly, and I'm here to talk to you about books. Hello, this is a bit more informal. Look at me in my dressing gown. It is Monday, the something, 6th, and I thought I would do a reading vlog of everything I'm reading this week. So it's currently 3:30 in the afternoon. I don't work Mondays. So far I've done an hour or so of uni work, and then I've watched 8 episodes back to back of The Vampire Diaries with my teenage daughter before she goes back to school tomorrow. So not much productive time so far, a little bit of uni work. But I'm now about to start a new book. Should I talk about that first? No, what I'll tell you first is, yesterday I finished Carrie Soto is Back by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This one, it hasn't got the cover on yet at the moment because I hate dust sheets, but I have done a little granny square based on the colours of the front, you know, the cover, the dust sheet. It's not exactly right because I'm trying to use up the yarn that I've got, but one of my projects this year is to do a granny square for each cover of a book that I read. I've probably told you all of this by now. So I made that today as well while I watched TV, but I now need to start a new book because I haven't got one going on. There's Buddy Read for with the Discord Girls, which is Penance by Eliza Clark, and that's for January, but I don't really want to start that yet just because I don't want to be the first person who's read it to want to discuss it and then there'd be nothing to discuss with people because they haven't read it. Also, I've got book club in like a week and a half. No, in a week today. I think it's a week today I've got book club. And that book is Milk Fed. But I've been waiting for that book from the library. However, it's not come in and it's not going to come in on time. So luckily one of the Discord girls had it on the shelf and she has posted it to me. So that's going to be here in the next couple of days. But in the meantime, hasn't come. So I'm going to start reading Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarrow. It's been everywhere. Everyone's talking about it. Take the dust sheet off. But I love a bit of fantasy. I love all of the Sarah J Maas stuff, and I've heard that this is like quite similar. And it says it's got dragons, and I do like dragons because that is what Sarah J Maas is missing, personally, in my opinion. But which the Zodiac Academy has is dragons. So I'm going to give this a go. It's, as I say, it's 3:30, and I've got about 2.5 hours to sit and read before I have to go to the gym. So I'm going to enjoy my afternoon and I'll check back in and tell you how I've done. Hello. Okay, it's just about 5:30, so I've been reading for 2 hours and I am now 53 pages in and up to chapter 5 of Fourth Wing, and I'm really into it. And I mean, obviously, like, is it Xaden? Is that what his name is? I've immediately forgotten his name. Yeah, Xaden, obviously it's got to be enemies to lovers, right? This like grumpy man who wants to kill her immediately. Like, yeah, I'm really into it and I would keep reading all evening, but it's now 5:30 and do I want to go to the gym? No, especially not the run. I don't want to do a run before yoga. But I'm going to because I'm healthy. So I'm going to have a snack, get ready, go to the gym, and then maybe I'll read more tonight, depending on whether my boyfriend wants to like watch something together when he gets home from work and I'm back from the gym or not. But I'm really into this and I can see it's going to absolutely overtake my life. And so I'm upset because I'm in meetings all day tomorrow and hopefully I'll have the capacity to do a bit of reading before it's date night tomorrow evening. I don't know. But I just want to keep reading. That's how you know it's a good one, isn't it? I just really like fantasy. And I don't know why I've held off with this. I think because so many people have read it, it's been so popular. And my best friend said that the second one wasn't as good. So I kind of like put off reading it. But now I've started it, I'm actually loving it. Loving it. And it's making me want to go back and read the rest of the Zodiac Academy books as well, which I think I read like 6 or 7 of them. But then it got to the point where they were like 1,000 pages long and they were stressing me out. But anyway, really enjoying it so far. 50 odd pages in. I feel like that's a good session for my first session, especially with a fantasy book. You've got to give it a good couple of hours to like settle into the world, haven't you? Anyway, I'm off to get sorted and I'll speak to you next time I'm sitting down for a reading sesh. Oh hey, it's Tuesday, it's lunchtime, so come with me for an epic journey to the house to read some more of A Fourth Wing on my lunch break. I didn't read any more yesterday because I didn't get a chance. By the time I got home from the gym, I had a shower and had dinner. It was like 9 o'clock, and then obviously I'm going to bed. So I'm leaving the home office. Just going to take a little walk, the rubbish garden. Is this fun for you? Oh, I've just seen this parcel. Okay, so I've got half an hour lunch break, so I'm going to read as much as I can on my lunch because I'm obsessed with Fourth Wing and I really want to read more and I just didn't have time yesterday. And then I'm going to just eat my lunch when I go back to work. So walking through the house, almost there, almost there. Here's the parcel. What is it? That's for my teenager. That's sad. The curtains aren't even open yet today. Okay, I'm sat down and I've got Fourth Wing and I'm still on page 53, so let's see how far I get. It's 24 minutes later and I read one chapter, taking me up to page 69. And I'm about to start chapter 6, but I should now go and make some lunch and go back to work. That is sad. I just want to read. I'm really into this. I love a new fantasy series. I haven't been this excited to read a book for ages. Hi. So I have officially finished work. It's 4:30 and I'm now going to sit and read for every second that I can until my daughter and my boyfriend are back home from school and work. So hopefully I can get a good load done and then I'll read as much basically as I can this evening. But it's Tuesday night, which means it's date night, so I'll probably be watching TV with the boy, starting a new series with him. So I don't know how much I'll get to read tonight, but we'll see. However, completely unrelated to books, sorry I'm shaking the camera so much, completely unrelated to books, but it's the fry up for dinner on the meal plan today, so I'm very looking forward to dinner. Anyway, I'll read as much as I can tonight, and then I'll check in with you tomorrow morning to tell you how I've gone. And tomorrow's my day off, but I've got a lot planned. Speak to you soon, bye! Hi, it is Wednesday morning, it is about 7:15, hang on, 7:30. My daughter's just left school, my boyfriend's still in bed because he's working from home today, and he doesn't stop till 9. I thought I'd give you a quick update on where I got to last night on Fourth Wing. I got to page 196. I read as much as humanly possible yesterday before date night, but then we started watching The Diplomat, so that was also very good. I do want to read loads today, however, I can't remember if I've told you already. I've got my nail appointment at 11 and I've got more on my back tattoo at 2, so I'm out most of the day. And now I need to record, edit and upload my video for this week, because this is going to go out next week. But today's Wednesday, so a video needs to go out today. It's going to be my 2025 plans. So I've started doing my planning for it, but I don't know where my tripod is, so I'm going to look for that. So I don't know when I'll get a chance to read Fourth Wing, because I probably should do some uni work after that as well if I get a chance. So maybe this evening. I'm thinking this evening I'm going to read some more. So I'll speak to you then. Bye. Oh my god, hi! It's still Wednesday. It is now 12:30 and I've had my nails done. Don't they look cute? Where's the camera up there? Don't they look gorgeous? I'm so girly. So I've done like an hour of uni work this morning. I've also filmed, edited and uploaded my YouTube video for tonight. I have then had my nails done and had some lunch. It's now 12:30 and I've got an hour until I need to leave for my tattoo appointment, which is at 2, and I want to grab yarn on the way. So I'm going to read a bit more of Fourth Wing, because I left it a really good bit, where they've just done threshing, which is where they get dragons. So I'm going to read for an hour, and I'm going to go to my tattoo appointment. And then also Milk Fed got delivered today from one of the lovely Discord girlies, so I can start that afterwards because I've got book club on Monday. Anyway, I'm going to stop yapping and I'm going to read. Bye. Morning. I think this video just getting different views of my living room. So it's 7:05 and it's Thursday morning. I've just had a shower and getting ready for work, so I start at 7:30. So I thought I'd catch up with where I got to yesterday. So I read for a bit, then I went for my tattoo appointment, and then I audio booked about 3, maybe 4 chapters. And then when I came home, I picked back up the physical book and kept reading until everyone got home. And I got to page 323, chapter 26. So I'm averaging about 100-ish pages a day, which is genuinely really impressive, I think. I don't know if I'll be able to get through as many pages today because it's a work day, so I'm working 7:30 till 4, and then it's Thursday night, which is girls' night, my evening with my daughter. So we'll probably be watching The Vampire Diaries when she gets home. We'll watch a few hours of that, so it just depends on how long we watch that for as to whether I can read once she's like done with hanging out or not. But I'll catch up next time I read any. But I'm really impressed that I'm like over 300 pages of the way through and I'm still loving it. I'm sure they're going to get sent to war soon. That's what happens in these books, isn't it? But maybe they don't, because it's the first year of 3-year college. We'll see. But I'm really enjoying it. I think I'm going to want to read the second one, but we'll see how this one ends. But I'm going to drink my coffee and watch a YouTube video and get myself ready for another day of work. She says like she was at work yesterday. It's only my second day this week and it's Thursday. Okay, bye. I am reading with my lunch break and the enemies just became lovers. Yes! I love it. It gets me every time. It's enemies to lovers and they become lovers, and who knew that was even going to happen, even though obviously that's the trope. It's so exciting. I'm just very excited. Anyway, that usually means it's time for the war to kick off in these romantasy books. They become lovers and then rubbish hits the fan. I delayed girls' night because I was near the end of the book and I had like 20 pages and I've just finished it, and I ended the book by literally screaming. I really want to read the second one immediately. But I've got book club. Oh my god. Immediate 5 stars. So I realised I didn't actually give you a conclusion to my thoughts on Fourth Wing because I got really excited. Then it was girls' night, so I had to put it down. But I loved it. I rated it 5 stars. I'm pretty sure I said that. It's just the typical like fantasy, romantasy like tropes, and they were just great. The main character, Violet, is forced into joining the Riders, which is basically like Dauntless and Divergent, like dangerous. And there's a nasty boy who's obviously enemies to lovers, and then there's an old friend who obviously is going to end up being like Gale from the Hunger Games. And it was just great. I loved it. It was really enjoyable. It ended on a cliffhanger, which is so peak fantasy. And so I immediately want to read the second one. I think it was great. I just had such fun reading it, and it was like smutty, but it was quite like, I like enjoyed the smut. Like it wasn't, sometimes you read them and you're like, ugh. Anyway, so it was great. And now I realised I was doing a reading vlog for the week, so I should probably tell you what I'm reading now. So that was my thoughts on Fourth Wing. It's now the evening of Friday evening. The evening of Friday evening. It's Friday evening. And I have just started Milk Fed by Melissa Broder, which is my book club book. And I'm about 50 pages in, and it couldn't be further from Fourth Wing. It's quite triggering, because it's about a young lapsed Jewish woman who has got some really unhealthy eating habits and like disordered eating. And it's quite intense in the way it talks about disordered eating. I know that it ends up being like queer love, and there's like and it seems like there's a lot of mummy issues and things like that. But so far it's just quite triggering in terms of the disordered eating, which is fine for me, as in like I don't really have any issues with that, I suppose. But yeah, I suppose we'll see. But I'm really enjoying it. It's only 289 pages and they're really short chapters, and I love a short chapter. So I feel like I'm getting through it really quickly. So I'm going to read a bit more until my kid and my boyfriend come home, as always. And then I don't know how much I'm going to read over the weekend. Book club's Monday night, so as long as it's finished by then, it'll be fine. But Saturday we're going to Ickworth House, which is a local National Trust property. I'm going with my boyfriend and a couple of our friends, and then Sunday my brother and sister are coming to visit in the afternoon with my niece, so probably read in the morning. I do really need to do uni work, and then also on Monday I need to do the pre-recorded lecture and the reading for uni on Wednesday night. So I reckon I'll probably finish this over the weekend, and then I won't start anything else because I will try and get uni work done, I'd imagined. We'll see how that goes, because having said that, I'll probably just decide to pick up another book and procrastinate some uni work more. Anyway, I'm going to read some more before everyone's home. Bye! Good evening. It is Saturday evening, 4:30 on Saturday evening. When did I last speak to you? Yesterday. I think I said I was going to read as much as my book club book before my kid and my boyfriend got home last night, didn't I? And then, so I was going to read as much as I could, and then I think I got to read another, I think I was on page about 52 when I said that, and then I got to read page 80, and then they got home. So really quick. And then I watched some Vampire Diaries with my kid, then I made macaroni cheese, and then I watched 2 episodes of The Diplomat with my boyfriend. That was loud noise. And then my boyfriend read a couple of stories from the illustrated mythos that he got me for Christmas, which was lovely. But I obviously forgot to record because we were just having too much fun larking about, eh? And then this morning we got up early and we went to Ickworth House, which is a National Trust property near where we live. Had a little walk around the gardens, a little walk around the house, which is lovely, a couple of coffees. Had a look in the second-hand bookshop there, and I didn't buy anything, so I stuck to my book buying ban, and I'm really proud of myself, even though there was a second-hand copy of Sense and Sensibility, which is one of the Jane Austens I don't own, and there was a book about women's suffrage that was very interesting, and there was Miriam Margolyes's autobiography, which I'd like to read. So I would have bought all 3 of those if I wasn't on a book buying ban, but I didn't buy anything, so I'm very proud of myself. And then we got back from there at about 12:30, 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock, I think. And I got into bed because I was really tired. My boyfriend made me a cup of tea and bought me some cheese and toast in bed, and then he had to go to the dump, and I had a little nap for about an hour. And so it's now 4:30 and I'm awake, and I've got a glass of wine. And then, yes, so he's going to have a bath. Then we're going to have dinner, and we'll probably watch a couple of episodes of something together this evening. But I'm going to read some more of book club book, Milk Fed now, see how much more I can get read. They're really small chapters, so I can probably get a decent amount done. And my teenager has been here all weekend, but in her room. So I haven't seen much of her. But that was my Saturday night. Read a bit of this book and then eat burgers and watch The Diplomat, probably. Hope you enjoyed that little update. Bye. Hi. It's now about 6. So I've read for about an hour and a half and I'm up to page 153. So I read like 80 pages, which is quite a lot, but they're like really short chapters and then there's like a page in between, so you get through it quite quickly. I love a book with short chapters, I'm sure I've said that already. It's really interesting because it's written from the perspective of her, so it's first person, and it just talks so frankly and openly and honestly about her thoughts. Like, it's not necessarily what's happening, but it's like her internal monologue, and she says all the things you know, like you think stuff and you're like, well, I'm glad no one can read my mind, but it's all the things she thinks. Like, it's written in the book. It's really really interesting. I'm really enjoying it. Anyway, it's 6 o'clock and my boyfriend's at the bath, my daughter's in the shower, and so I'm gonna hang out with the fam now. Peace out. Hi. It's 1:15 on a Sunday, so my boyfriend's sitting in the room with me, so I'm being really awkward. It's 1:15 on a Sunday, and we've got up and done a food shop. My kids gone out with their friend. We've just watched some TV, and now I'm going to read some more of my book club book. And if you're wondering why I've got my hood up, my zip up, it's because I'm freaking freezing, because it's like minus something outside, and we live in a Victorian house, which does not retain heat. So I'm going to read a bit. Where did I get up to yesterday? I can't remember if I told you. I got to page 153. So pretty good. So I'm over halfway now. And it's interesting, it's weird. It's a weird book, but I love a weird book. Hi. It is 9:10 on Sunday night, and I have just finished Milk Fed, my book club book. So I read for a bit, and then my brother, my sister and my niece came over for a bit, and now I've just finished the book, and I really enjoyed it. I rated it 4 stars. I wasn't like obviously enamoured with it as I was like Fourth Wing, for example, but then that's the difference between romantasy and like literary fiction. You know, sometimes it's not as doesn't grab you as much. I really enjoyed that. There was lots of small chapters. I found it really interesting, the kind of self-development and how much the main character changed throughout the book, and how I think it was quite a short period. I found maybe the portrayal of like her bisexuality a bit difficult, just purely in the sense that I wonder whether it was supposed to be that she was a lesbian and it was compare, just purely because her interactions with women seemed to be like really passionate and really, she was like really into it, and then very much like meh when it came to men and or just wanting like the validation. And like she continued to date or, you know, be around men throughout the book and even at the end, so it makes me think that it's supposed to be that she is bisexual. That's like the main, like that's her sexuality, but it's the main focus on her relationship with this one woman, but she remains bisexual. However, like her interactions with men seem a bit, I don't know, I wasn't sure how I felt about that way to portray bisexuality. I suppose as a bisexual person myself, I think there's a lot of jokes of like really liking women and then just like not like men and meh, you know, and I can understand the propensity to be like that, but I suppose maybe for myself I just don't see it like that at all. So I felt like it was a bit of a weird, it felt like quite a negative portrayal of her romantic attachments to men. So I'm very looking forward to talking about it at book club tomorrow night. This is the earliest I've ever finished a book. Normally I like panic reading it on the way to book club. So that's that, and it's Sunday night, so that's my reading vlog done. I'm actually really impressed I've remembered to film every day. So my boyfriend's in the corner, he's just looking at me. I'm really impressed I've managed to remember to record every day, and also I've read way more than I thought I would. This is not an average week. I would not normally read 2 books at about 700 pages, but I was just basically, well, I had to get this book done for book club, and I was wanted to finish the other one first. Also, I wanted to enjoy my last week before I went back to university. Like my new term started, so I've enjoyed having free time before I have uni work to do. Anyway, that's it from me. If you enjoyed this style of video, let me know in the comments, and maybe I'll do more of them. And like and subscribe, and leave comments down below. I think bye.